All right, man. So coming up on an hour, Santos, I wanted to ask you a little bit about um, the backlash and stuff. What has like, how much backlash have you seen since going in this direction of the flat Earth? Are people lashing out? Are people saying that they're going the other way from you, or you've lost it on this, or what kind of backlash are you seeing from some of the people in those fields who've been
Well,
following you
first,
for years and stuff?
well, first of all, if I were to consider anything from these people who are naysayers, I would never have done any work in the first place.
Exactly.
Syncretism would never have been released because I had detractors from the start. My astrotheology has been laughed at and ridiculed from the start.
Nothing new.
Uh,
Yeah.
my position on the vegetarian spiritual diet has been laughed at by a truckload of um, uh, dead corpse eaters. So my work on astrology has been laughed at by churchgoers because it's astrology is from the devil. My position on geocentrism has been laughed at, and all of these ones who are laughing, do you think they are significant or have any relevance in anything at all whatsoever? They're laughing people. Laugh, 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 laugh. They're debunkers. They are people who don't have possession of their own minds. So that when someone actually speaks like Jesus, when the crowds went and the Pharisees to listen to Jesus, they went back and reported to the chief priest, no one has ever spoken like this man before. The
Yeah.
things he says are different.
Yeah.
You see, when syncretism speaks, it speaks truth, absolute truth, like none of these truthers out there can even contemplate. So
Mm-hmm.
so I look at the ones who fell off the syncretism boat when I went geocentric,
Mm-hmm.
and those are the ones that I would have pushed
Further down
off
the
my
road.
ship.
Yeah.
I would I would have made them walk the plank into the shark-infested waters anyway, just for the irritation that they were to me. All the ones that irritated me, the ones that were just dumbasses who pretending to be, smart and syncretic, all of them, bar none, every single one of them, the ones that I detested in the first place, they're going bye-byes to stupid land, upside down, spinning forever, trying to fall off the bottom of the Santa globe really hard. You know, and only the intelligent ones like you and your friend online, all the beautiful ones that I loved and respected in the first place,
The ones that
they're
matter.
still
Yeah.
they're the ones that matter.
Yeah.
They will never leave. They will always be my brothers. They will always
Yes.
be my friends. We will always be together in spiritual consciousness, growing our Christ
Yep.
Krishna consciousness forever and
That's
ever
good.
together.
That's good. So, what encouragement do you have for the people who are? And I think it kind of transcends flat Earth, and it gets into a whole bunch of just standing for the truth that's being laughed at, that's being ridiculed, and people who are just getting into it, maybe people who are talking about flat Earth and stuff, and everybody's laughing at them. How do you stay positive about it and not just be negative, not being, reading the comment sections and believing the work, and letting that affect you when they speak those crazy words over you? And you know what I'm saying, just to remain positive. How do you do that? What is there any practices? Is it the diet that helps you? Is it the prayer, the meditation, and just connecting with the creator? What helps you to kind of get through day to day and encourages you to keep moving spiritually?
Oh, well, I have the best truth. I serve truth. For me, there is only one principle worthy of all adoration and focus and intent, and that is truth. And so when you have the truth at this level, there's no one that can, there's no one that can diminish it. I live with bliss. I live with it, and it will never be taken away from me. Never. Not even when I went to jail. I I was always sustained by the bliss of knowing the truth. So these people, these ones that are laughing, the reason they're laughing is because they're hurting inside, because they know they're stupid and they can't defend. They have no defense against their globe psyop. So one tactic that I employ is to give them evidence. Like, for instance, I'll see a thread on Facebook where they're laughing at the flat earth. Well, I'll just throw in an evidence which just silences them, and you don't see any more comments after that. You just see that they just shut up, because they are the ones who are watching the flat earth videos and seeing the evidence that we're living on a flat plane. They're seeing it, but at the same time, cognitive dissonance and the fact that they love the herd mind, because that's where they get all the support. They don't want to look different and be laughed at and ridiculed. So they realize that they are going against their intelligence by sticking with the herd, but seeing the evidence for the flat earth. For instance, here's one evidence, just one simple evidence. The world record for long distance landscape photography is a guy who was sitting in the Pyrenees in Spain, and he could see the Alps in France, and he photographed 443 kilometers of flat earth. He filmed Pic Gaspard in the French Alps, and you can see the Mediterranean Sea in between the Pyrenees and the Alps, and you see a flat, perfectly flat Mediterranean Ocean, and then you see the mountain. You don't see it sloping away after 400 kilometers. You actually see the mountain, the base of the mountain. Here's the camera in the Pyrenees in Spain, and there's the peak of the mountain right up at your eye level. The bottom of the mountain flat, everywhere flat, at your eye level. Where's 400 kilometers of slope? Those mountains should never ever be seen from Spain. You should never be able to see anything at all on a globe at all whatsoever. Not even the tops of the mountains dipping below some curve. You should not be able to see them whatsoever from the continent or from the country of Spain. And you can see all of the mountains, all of the Alps, France, lifted up right to your eye level, and sure enough, the guy is elevated a few thousand feet. Regardless, even if he was at sea level, there should still be half of that mountain, if not all of it, hidden away from the curve.
Yeah. If you enjoyed listening to this podcast segment, be sure to listen to the entire episode by clicking the video to your right. Also, we are on iTunes. You can download the MP3 versions as well. Be sure to subscribe for future episodes.